Hey everyone, we're about to summarize this amazing anime. But first, let us know which country you're watching from. Our episode kicks off with a greeting to that bright sun and the most precious pearl of the Obelian Empire. The curtain is rising. Yes, it's that girl with the blue eyes. It's probably Princess Jeanette, who returned to the palace after having been raised as a commoner. She's incredibly beautiful. This is the calm an Obelian princess should possess. People were stunned by her sheer beauty to the point that they were whispering, "Look at Athanasia's nasty expression," as if that mattered. The other girl is absolutely gorgeous. Athanasia speaks up, "Father, I am your daughter too. Wait for me, father, look at me." But then she suddenly wakes up, realizing she was having a harsh dream. She catches her breath, gets up and says, "Thank goodness that was just a dream and not reality." The scene shifts to her dance practice. Her instructor is drilling her. "Pay attention to the rhythm, keep your legs steady and never relax them." But Athanasia stumbles and falls. The instructor rushes to her. "What's wrong? You don't look well today. The ball is approaching. You need to be better than this. This will be your first appearance before the kingdom's nobles. His Majesty has high hopes for you. You must not disappoint him." Athanasia replies, "That's right, this ball is very important to me. If Jeanette shows up and my father learns that I am not his only daughter, things will change and he might abandon me forever." She then remembers asking Claude, "I want you to be my partner for my first dance." But sadly, he still hasn't given her an answer. "The most important thing is that I cannot make any mistakes at the ball." Next, we see the maids discussing the princess. They note that she is pushing herself too hard, stumbling several times during practice. They fear she is doing this because of His Majesty. Just then, a maid arrives, announcing, "Someone arrived from the Ruby Palace and left a message." They quickly rush to Princess Athanasia and inform her that His Majesty has agreed to be her dance partner. He will personally accompany her to the debut ball. Athanasia is overjoyed, tears welling up in her eyes. Claude even sent the gown she will wear and some jewelry. The maids quickly begin dressing her. The scene transitions to Lucas and Athanasia. Athanasia is preparing cake for him. She tells him, "Good job, you worked hard reading that book. Here, have a slice of cake and take a rest." Lucas asks, "What exactly do you want? What are you plotting?" She replies, "Can you please change back into your adult form and help me practice my dancing? I need some extra training." "Why do I need to be in my adult form?" he asks. "Simply because my father will be dancing with me and he's tall enough. Will you accept or not?" Lucas emphatically refuses. "No, I am not dancing with you again. Did you forget the last time? You ruined me. You stepped on my feet and tortured me. You kept apologizing. I'm sorry, but my feet were swollen and aching." Athanasia assures him, "Don't worry, I'm good at practicing now." Lucas then magically creates something for her to dance with. "Go on, practice with this. I'm busy." Athanasia complains, "What did you make? You couldn't find anything better than this flimsy paper doll? You should have made a handsome looking doll like a real person." Athanasia falls to the floor and Lucas laughs at her. Athanasia gets mad, telling him she fell because the paper doll was weak. She says she's exhausted and would rather practice with Felix. Lucas sarcastically asks, "Do you want to torture that knight to death?" Athanasia snaps back that she won't step on anyone's feet again, and there's no one better than Felix to help her practice. She then remembers that Ezekiel should be returning from his studies. Duke Alpheus decided to move his entire family back to the imperial capital to promote Jeanette's identity at the ball. Lucas is surprised. Athanasia tells him she heard Ezekiel Alpheus graduated early from the Atlan's Academy with top marks, and she's curious to see what he looks like now. Lucas gets angry and decides to send Athanasia to see him. He uses his magic, transporting her outside, where she lands right in a beautiful garden, straight into Ezekiel's arms. Athanasia is flustered. Ezekiel apologizes for leaving 7 years ago without telling her and says he's happy to see her again. Athanasia tells him he looks completely different from 7 years ago. He admits he has changed. Then they hear a girl's voice calling his name. Athanasia recognizes the voice as Jeanette's and wonders if she's looking for Ezekiel. Ezekiel immediately takes Athanasia's hand and tells her to follow him. They arrive at a gorgeous rose garden. He tells her he used to come here when he felt frustrated and needed to be alone. It's his secret place. Athanasia tells him the spot is beautiful and she's happy to be there with him. Ezekiel shares that since their first meeting 7 years ago, he visited their meeting spot every day, hoping to see her again. Athanasia blushes and asks him about his life in Atlanta. You finished all your studies in 6 years and graduated with top marks? You truly are exceptional, Ezekiel. She asks him to tell her some exciting stories. He happily agrees, telling her that things were complicated when he first arrived. Everyone mocked him. Even though he had studied the Atlantan language beforehand, he faced many problems with studying and practical application. He heard people making fun of him, but he ignored them to assimilate into the boarding school's environment. He spent a lot of time getting to know the place. He gradually discovered that the great Atlantan Academy's education was very advanced, with cultured professors, a library full of ancient books, and a deep focus on sociology. He was completely fascinated by these things, so he worked hard, graduated from the academy with honors, and finished a year earlier than his peers. He decided to return to Obelia and his beloved homeland, so he will be leaving soon, back to Athanasia and Ezekiel. Athanasia tells him he is truly amazing. Ezekiel responds that he is an Alpheus after all, and cannot bring shame to his family name wherever he goes. Athanasia thinks to herself that she never expected Ezekiel to face such struggles. He always seemed like he didn't have to work hard, but he was very stressed while studying abroad. Indeed, everyone has their own struggles, so she needs to encourage him. Ezekiel tells her there is another reason he returned home early. He didn't want to stay too long in Atlanta because he was afraid of missing his chance to see someone. As they talk, a large magical aura appears around Athanasia. They realize this is her time to leave. Ezekiel tells her that next time he will be the one to come and see her. Athanasia bids him farewell, then disappears. He returns home and sees Lucas. She gets angry at him for sending her and bringing her back whenever he pleases, arguing he should have warned her first. Lucas doesn't reply. She asks if he is angry. He still doesn't reply, so she confirms that he is indeed upset. Finally, he tells her he is in a very foul mood. Athanasia retorts that she is the one who should be in a bad mood because of what he did to her. Lucas then hits her on the head and says, "I feel much better now." Athanasia is bewildered, wondering what is his problem. Did he eat spoiled food or what? Next, we see Athanasia practicing her dance with her instructor, who praises her. "You danced brilliantly today. I hope you can maintain this level of performance for tomorrow's ball. We will end practice early today because resting is the most important thing you need now to welcome the debut ball tomorrow. Stay strong, don't be afraid, and be confident in yourself." Later that night, Athanasia is talking with Lilian, asking her if everyone will accept her as a princess at the ball tomorrow. Lilian replies, "Yes! Who wouldn't love our princess? I didn't even notice you growing up and maturing like this. When I first met you, you were so small, I didn't dare hold you tightly. Now, you are an elegant, energetic, diligent, hardworking girl who reads all those difficult books and practices with all her might." Athanasia thinks to herself, "I'm very nervous about tomorrow, but hearing Lily's answer makes me feel more relaxed now." Lilian continues, "You practiced with all your might just to learn magic. Even Lucas changed his mind about you. You didn't relax for a moment, even while practicing the dance." Replies, "You're praising me too much, Lily. I'm embarrassed." Lilian tells her, "There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I have always been proud of you. The ability to watch you grow and improve step by step is the greatest joy. I am sure His Majesty will feel the same way, Your Highness. Please, don't worry too much. The debut ball will succeed." Athanasia thanks her. Lilian says, "Good night, Your Highness. Tomorrow will be a busy day." Athanasia speaks to herself. "Tomorrow is the debut ball. My father will dance with me for my first dance. This is something that never happened in my prophetic dreams. Maybe the smallest effort can change the course of fate. Father, have I become your pride? I will work hard tomorrow." That's how today's episode ends. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything new. Hello friends. Finally, we are going to summarize episode 11 of the anticipated anime, The Young Princess Anastasia. But before we start, write to us from which country you are watching this anime. And here we go. Our episode today begins as the time for the grand ball has finally arrived. Princess Anastasia was sitting while the maids were preparing her for the beautiful party, styling her hair and trimming her nails. The ball will start at 3 in the afternoon. Today is a very important day, but time is like a sword. If you do not cut it, it will cut you. Time is running out, my lady. Let's hurry up. She told them, "I'm hungry," but they told her to be patient a little longer as she is still undergoing a face mask program to clear up any acne or scars on her face. "We will ensure that your hair is like silk and beautiful." After that, they will put the dress on her. She was sitting, excited, but also shocked to have 10 maids serving her. Finally, it was done, and we see the young Princess Anastasia, who has changed a lot. She looks more radiant than ever before. Her father sees her and finds her absolutely wonderful. Anastasia sees her father in clothes she is seeing for the first time. They are the formal attire. He extends his hand to her and tells her, "You look beautiful today." She is very happy and thanks him for agreeing to accompany her. In the evening, the curtain finally falls and Anastasia enters with her father, but she was nervous and says, "May God protect us. Will the events I saw in my premonitory dreams happen? Or what will happen? I am so scared of what will happen." Her father asks her, when he sees her lost in her thoughts, "What is the matter, my beauty?" She told him, "Nothing, father. I'm just a little nervous," he told her. "Nervous? Where is the courage you had when you were little and pulled my hair and pinched my cheek?" He told her, "Don't be afraid. You are the heroine here, so let everyone greet you." She told him that there was no need for that, but she must be patient to be more resolute. The scene shifts to Jeanette. Perhaps the dream will come true. An official enters and tells her the ball is about to begin. She asks him, "Can I meet my father and sister today? Really?" He informs her, "Yes, I will reveal your identity to the emperor when the time is right. You will be recognized in the royal class." She thanks him very much for serving her, but until that time comes, she must wait patiently. The scene shifts back to Anastasia and her father, and they finally enter the ball. They watch the people from above. Everyone is waiting. Then they descend to them, and everyone is very amazed by the princess's beauty, radiance, grace, and elegance. Then they start dancing, but she steps on his foot. He almost screamed, but he transforms the scene into something beyond everyone's expectations, and they say, "It's like a scene from a painting. Oh, the splendor, oh, the beauty." He told her, "Don't worry, just follow my rhythm, not the melody," he told her. "Bravo!" Everyone applauded for them. He also told her, "Go and enjoy your ball with people your age." She thanks him profusely. Meanwhile, we see her talking to some girls, but suddenly she sees Duke Alpheus and wonders, what's the matter? Is he about to talk to my father? Jeanette hasn't shown up today. She remembers her dream and says, "Oh God, let this not happen." At that moment, one of the boys enters and wants to dance with her. No, 3 people. No, everyone gathers around her. She turns around and finds her friend, the one she always goes to in the second world. He tells them, "Excuse me, everyone. She had previously put in a request to dance with me, and thankfully, I have arrived. Thank you for your kind compliments." They apologize and leave. He immediately asks her to dance with him, and they do, while we see her father, and Roger Alpheus comes to him and starts talking to the king and brings up the subject. He told him, "Your daughter is very good, but imagine if you had 2 daughters. How would you deal with them?" The king told him, "Stop the nonsense. Tell me what you want," Roger said. "In truth, your majesty, I have an adopted daughter whom I love as if she were my own daughter. She is a cute, delicate, and well-behaved, very dignified child. She wants to see you." But before he could finish his sentence, the king told him, "Enough, I'm not in the mood to listen to your chatter, because today is only Anastasia's ball." Meanwhile, we see Anastasia dancing with her friend and they finally finish the dance and leave. She is hesitant and says, "What should I do now?" She begins to address the guests and says, "Honored guests, I would like to draw your attention to present a gift to this wonderful father." She uses her power to do so, and something very strange happens that amazes the audience and also amazes her father, because she was able to do that. No one can do this. They only saw it in stories, but now they saw it with their own eyes. After that, she starts playing the piano, and perhaps he imagines her mother, because her mother was the only one who could do this. Indeed, we see the mother dancing with him, and it was a surprise for everyone. She dances a beautiful dance with him, and everyone applauds. Then they shoot fireworks everywhere. The other girl, Jeanette, watches these firecrackers. After that, the ball ends, and they get into the car. The father gives his daughter that gift. He told her, "Bravo, you have done everything. 14 years, mashallah. You have matured and grown into a girl who can be relied upon." We learn after that the mother passed away, but the father was only imagining this in his mind. Meanwhile, the scene shifts to Roger, and one of his officials enters and tells him, "I'm very sorry, sir, that your plan did not succeed, but you don't have other strategies now, do you?" But Roger says, "But I have other methods, and I saw you while you were talking to the prince." Then there is a knock at the door, and we learn that Jeanette is at the door. That man suddenly disappears, and Jeanette enters. Roger speaks to her directly and frankly and tells her, "I'm very sorry, but the king said he will not accept another daughter now. It will require you to be patient for a longer period, Jeanette." She told him, "Never mind. I am sure that I will meet my father and sister one day." The scene shifts once again to Anastasia, and she opens the gift and finds it very beautiful, as well as a congratulatory message from her father, who wishes her a very happy life. After that, messages pour in from everywhere. Everyone wants to congratulate her on her birthday. This is the end of our episode today. Wait for us in the final episode to see what will happen. But before that, you must subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all that is new. The episode begins with Athanasia lying awake in her room late at night. She just can't sleep. The memory of our great dancer from the ball still echoes in her ears, and although everything went perfectly that evening, something keeps bothering her. She had never seen that look on her father's face before, and even though Jeanette didn't get to meet her father the way she appeared in Athanasia's dreams, Athie still felt uneasy. What was Ezekiel talking to father about? No one told her. She steps out onto her balcony to clear her mind, and suddenly Lucas appears out of nowhere. He tells her he thought she was crying, but once he sees her face, he doesn't find a single tear, just a girl who looks seriously unhappy. He asks, "Didn't you enjoy the ball today?" She answers quietly, "It didn't really feel like that." Lucas immediately assumes the worst. "Let me guess. Your dad didn't like your dancing? He said you danced terribly? Or maybe you danced with someone else and it upset him?" Athanasia snaps back, angry. "What? No, nobody said anything like that. I was perfectly fine. Nothing weird happened." But before she can continue, a strange feeling washes over her. Her vision blurs. Her knees give out. She collapses. Lucas catches her with his magic just in time. He helps her stabilize her mana and tells her she experienced a massive emotional high and low today, which caused her mana to leak out uncontrollably. She tells him she tried to control it but had no idea what caused it. Lucas sighs. Her body is too weak. That's why this keeps happening. He tells her they're starting serious training tomorrow. Then he puts her in bed, insisting she rest. He knows she barely has enough mana as it is, and if he leaves her, she might collapse again. His demon familiar complains, saying, "You do this every time. You end up taking care of her again. It's annoying." Lucas ignores him. "If we leave her now, she'll probably die, and I'm not dealing with that." They bicker, but in the end, Lucas decides who's staying with Athanasia for the night. The next morning, Athanasia wakes up to a pile of invitations from major noble families. Her maid asks which banquet she'd like to accept first. She suggests the Marquis Elaine family because she heard they have a handsome young man. Just then, Lilian walks in. Hannah gently tells her not to interfere. If the princess wants to make friends, she shouldn't worry. Athenaeus wonders if she can even attend banquets outside the palace. She's never left before, so she decides to ask her father. She joins him on a small boat ride on the lake and brings up the invitations. He refuses immediately. She's shocked. Claude remembers the ball, how everyone wanted to dance with her, and how Ezekiel asked to dance with her too. He tells her absolutely not. There are too many flies outside. Then he asks her why she suddenly wants to go to the lake. She explains that the weather is beautiful and it's nice to enjoy a boat ride every now and then. Cloud remembers the time she fell into the lake as a baby, which she doesn't recall. She tries again, distracting him with lotus flowers. He lifts them from the water with his magic to give her a closer look, but when she sees how monstrous they are, she panics and screams at him to get them away. In the chaos, they both fall into the lake. Athanasia is mortified. "I fell in again, and father had to save me. Again, this is the most embarrassing day of my life." Not only did she fail to convince him to let her leave the palace, he now plans to increase her guards. Back at the palace, Athanasia helps in the kitchen. Lilian tells her she doesn't have to, but Athie says cooking helps her relax. Lilian asks about the invitations. Athanasia sighs. Her father is overprotective. After the lake incident, he won't let her go anywhere. Felix arrives, smiling. He tells her her father brought a gift for her. He planted an entire garden for her years ago. She can use it however she wants, even host tea parties with friends. Athanasia is amazed by the garden's beauty. She imagines having real friends to invite. We jump to the palace's entrance. A maid asks Athanasia if she finished writing her invitations. She sends them out, and the first to receive one is Jeanette. Jeanette is delighted. She rushes to the palace, but when she arrives, the place seems empty until the prince suddenly appears. He's furious she entered without permission. Terrified, Jeanette explains she came with a tea party invitation. He coldly tells her he doesn't care who she is, but she's lucky to be Athanasia's guest, or she wouldn't leave unharmed. Athanasia finally arrives games with her friends. One girl gushes that the prince looked terrifying at the ball, but she can't believe he created such a beautiful garden for Ati. It's like you walked out of a fairy tale. Jeanette comments that seeing Ati with the prince looked like a painting. Another girl with purple hair is smitten with Reuben, calling him extremely handsome. When she learns he's a knight, she's even more excited. A brave warrior who fought beside his majesty. The girl with brown hair adds, I heard he's a brave, handsome knight, and you even have a young, brilliant magician working under you. They start gossiping about the black-haired, ruby-eyed mage Lucas with his cold, wolf-like aura. But Athanasia says the most important thing isn't a knight or a mage, but someone kind, like the young man from the house of Duke Alpheus. Jeanette says Ezekiel is lucky, and she'll make sure to pass along their compliments. When the girls learn Jeanette is his younger cousin, they're thrilled and ask her to tell them more. Athanasia notices Lucas acting odd. She asks, what's your problem? Are you okay? He grumbles, aren't you trying to get rid of me? Your personality is the worst. She storms off angrily. Later, she talks to herself, exhausted. Socializing is so tiring. They're all lovely girls, but keeping up with everyone is hard. Jeanette is exactly like in my dreams. She always wins people's hearts. Jeanette approaches Athi and asks if she's tired or if the conversation was boring. Athanasia reassures her, no, not at all. It's just my first tea party. I'm not used to it yet. Jeanette apologizes if they overwhelmed her. Athi insists she enjoyed it, but she's scared people might think she's boring. Wouldn't it hurt if everyone ended up hating me? Jeanette smiles and tells her no one could ever hate her, and she truly wants to be Athanasia's friend. Jeanette asks if she can invite Ati to her place next time. Athanasia says, if I get the chance. Jeanette beams with joy. The other girls overhear and protest. You invited Her Highness without us? That's not fair. Later, Athanasia goes to her room, glowing with happiness. I'm so glad I made so many friends today. She finds Luca sleeping there and wonders why he's in her room again. She remembers the girl's descriptions. His black as night hair, ruby red eyes, and gloomy aura. She looks at him and admits quietly, well, I guess he is kinda handsome, Bolis, but his personality is the absolute worst. Lucas wakes up. He asks, what were you mumbling about? Athanasia jumps, startled. He teases her. Are you scared? Or guilty? You're the only one who knows the truth. I leave you alone for one day and you're already up to something shady, she demands. Shady? What did I even do? He just shrugs and tells her he's going back to sleep. But in his mind, he remembers seeing Claude earlier with a strange trace of dark magic lingering behind him. He thinks to himself, so it wasn't just my imagination. Even Athanasia has traces of it. Where is this dark magic coming from? And that's where today's episode ends. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything new.